Hey, what is up, everybody, and welcome to FNL Live, people. It's your boy Doc, and got Monique as well on the other end.
Hey, my loves. How's everybody doing out there on this Monday night?
It's Monday night, October 2nd. I was judged a little bit when I first popped up on the screen, people. Now, I am channeling. You all understand why I'm in my robe in a little bit. I don't have it quite silky, but this is nice.
That look like that's from the thrift store.
Oh, this is some good material. This is from Macy's.
Not at all. That look like you got out of Fred Sanford. Right off of the botched truck.
But no, this is this is my Hugh Hefner situation tonight, everybody.
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
Yeah. I'm trying to bring my inner Playboy tonight, everybody. So I'm channeling my Hugh Hefner. I just don't have a cigar or anything, and like I said, it's not a silky material. But this shall do at this present moment because.
But I got a black and mild I can smoke over here for you.
But anyways, people, how are you all doing now? We haven't done a show in the past 2 weeks, I think it has been. But you know, when we do a show, if y'all have listened to the radio show, you all know that when we do a show, we do a show and then we don't do a show. We'll eventually get to it. So that's what we've done, people. We've gotten to it, but we do thank you all for the support as always. It's been a fun time doing the show here live, everybody, live and direct in front of you all. So thank you all for watching. Now I still have not done the damn in iTunes situation. You know, I'll teach y'all some ways to download the audio from the show, but the way my schedule just been set up now, this is about to go into the weekly review situation that we always do, everybody. So hopefully you all had a great week. Now, end of the month, you know, it gets a little hectic, you know, work-wise. So I've been busy doing reports and everything like that, even not just the end of the week, but the past 2 or 3 weeks has been pretty busy. Pretty much the whole month of September has been pretty busy. So when I was supposed to be doing, you know, stuff for the show as far as, you know, snatching the audio and putting it together on iTunes and stuff like that, I've just been a little tired. So I've just been resting, and then I'm still unpacking my place. Like I actually finally just like started, you know, situating everything. So I'm not gonna get out a tour, not until probably next week. I don't know, I gotta pray on it, but I might give y'all a little tour or something that's gonna be going on the show around the Chateau Doc. But Chateau Doc Part 4. But I will let you on. See the place and everything. But yeah, that's pretty much been it. And then also, it was my sister's 24th birthday this week. So Charnay, happy birthday. And you know,
happy birthday.
Yeah, so she's 24 Kobe year, which means we're just getting that much older. So I got her birthday gift. Now she requested some bundles for her birthday, so I got her some bundles for her birthday. And what else?
Did you order it from Bambi's website or?
Oh no, it wasn't from Bambi or none of them.
Did you ever watch that show Chasing Atlanta? Did you get a chance to check that out?
I thought I was gonna be able to watch it today at work when I told you earlier today, but the way work was set up today.
Okay, I didn't know if you ordered. There's a guy up there. Her name is Jaylon, and she sells bundles. So I didn't know if you ordered it from that website or not.
Oh no, I didn't order that.
Bundles are pretty expensive. Did you charge at the FNL Management LLC? I mean, or did you have cash on hand? I mean, you know, I have locks and everything, but the last time I checked, I know a few girls that wear bundles, and I heard they were very expensive. Oh, all right.
Look, I know how to budget.
I guess it ain't tricking if you got it, huh?
Oh goodness. But oh, let me tell y'all too now. This something happened on the show. Well, not on the show, but actually this week I had like a 2-day cold. Not even a 2-day cold. It was like a day and a half. I caught that shit early because I said I rebuked thee in the name of Jesus. So I had a little cold and a little sniffle. So I happened to be on the phone. I was talking to my brother and one of my other friends, and I happened to feel a little drip come from my nose. Nothing.
Something else.
Exactly. So I had to let people know that no, I'm not pinching my nose. I know I made a joke about that on the show.
That's how you know you was gonna have blood running. Now that sounds like something else. You know, with social work, if you want to talk off air about certain things going on in your life, we can sit down and talk.
Oh goodness, I'm crying tears right now. But no, so I wasn't. And it just happened so randomly. I was like, I feel like there's some shit Monique was talking about on the show. She talking about pinching noses and stuff like that on the show. That trying to
burning, huh?
Yeah. So my cold is over with my natural remedies. Now I make it a habit not to take medicine and stuff. So I just do a natural honey and lemon, something I grew up doing, and it works. So my cold is gone. So I gotta get my flu shot. Cause I don't trust y'all out here. But other than that, I should be good for the remainder of the month until I get my flu shot. Cause I'm not trying to get the first strands. Now here's one thing too, people. When you get your flu shots, don't get the first strands of the flu shots that they have out, or the first 3 rounds of it. Make sure you get like the second and third round. So you have to wait until like a month after everyone get their flu shot. So all y'all like to test dummies, and then I'll go ahead and get the good stuff after the fact. That's one thing I learned from my doctor and from my mother. So hopefully y'all stay rested and blessed up as well this holiday or this.
We don't want shit just randomly running out your nose.
It was just a drop, and I said, "No, goodness!" It was like, but I'm good now, and I'm sniffling because I was just by the vent. So don't try.
Oh, you saw that face I made on.
Yeah.
Or are you sniffling? Because is that why we so fucking late doing this damn show? Because you sit up there with a mirror and some white substance.
I'm not up there, no mirrors, no way, nothing like that. I don't
even a dollar bill roll down. What is going on?
No, because I love money, so I will not disrespect money like that. But no, I don't even like to do what's that? The pot, what they call it, the
BC powder.
I'm talking about this little stuff you put up your nose when you sick.
Are you talking about like nasal spray?
Yeah, I don't even put that on my nose, so I will not be sniffing no white baby powder, no Johnson Johnson up my nose or nothing like that of these nostrils.
I didn't know if he was burning spoons and.
But I like my silverware too. I don't be disrespecting my silverware. That's too much money. So, but how's your week been, Monique?
It's been busy. Last week we did have our special visitors come, and I'm not gonna go into that, but they came on Tuesday. They did not leave until Friday, so I was just kind of busy pretty much all week, going to bed or not leaving work till about 9:30, sometimes 10 o'clock almost, getting back up at 4:30, getting to work by 5. So that went on Wednesday night, Thursday night, and then on into Friday morning. So then I guess over the weekend I was in the 757 area hanging out with my mom and trying to get stuff straight for her and do stuff with her. Yesterday I had a pretty busy day as well. Today was busy. So just my normal regular schedule, and then trying to get my son on a good schedule with studying, tutoring, and all those different things. So hopefully I'll get to rest a little this weekend. So
yes, people. So very important thing to everybody when you're working hard, make sure you get your rest, everybody, because I know for damn sure this weekend I got a little good rest, but I'll get more rest probably this weekend, because again, it's the end of the month is over with now, beginning of a new month, so it's not as busy or hectic with these homeowners. So hopefully that would be part of my plans this weekend, to just rest so that I won't have to keep sniffling, because I'm not sniffling for other reasons, as Monique is trying to point it out. I know she's trying to sabotage me because I'm with talk shows and stuff, so she's trying to figure out why. She's on the same plateau, because starting with the Google check, now I got a call about talk shows. So I'm just like, we're
good. I call you early in the morning.
Yeah. Yes. So.
No one's trying to sabotage you. I'm just speaking the real. Okay.
That is not that real. But also too, now I do have to give a shout out to all of my Art Institute of Philadelphia people, class of 2011. This year,
Oh, is that a thing? I thought the school had turned into a Shoppers Warehouse.
no, it's a Uniqlo in the Old Navy,
Oh,
but
okay. Nonetheless.
but we still got the other building with the upstairs. I guess it's 2 floors now. I'm not for certain. I didn't go in there and ask questions, so even though I still have my ID. But I do have to give a shout out to all of us who were part of that whole situation, starting in 2007, 10 years ago. Yesterday on the 1st was my 10th year of going into college as a freshman. I was 17 years old. And, you know, like I would tell you all the story, people, I was 17, fresh out of VA back to Philly. But it was my first time by myself in Philly. So in Center City and downtown at that. So, you know, just be a quick synopsis of how my situation was. So when I was a freshman, my dorm wasn't ready. It was overcrowded. So I actually ended up staying at the Renaissance Inn in Philly, in Center City. So that was my dorm for a good month and a half, and walking to class and stuff like that. And I would say college really brought out, you know, I was a very shy kid, so it brought the shyness down. I developed the show up there, you know, the Doc Report and the FNL radio, and doing all my bad boy stuff and everything, you know, and, all those things happened within that my freshman year. Black Student Union, we used to throw all the open mic nights, the Guru. We did the fashion shows. We did community service and stuff like that, and mentoring. Even this young kid, Caleb, I still call my bootleg little brother. He was assistant on the show for a good while, actually on the website. And he's now a senior in high school, and he's ready to go to college next year. And I remember he was a little badass kid when I went to the YMCA.
In other words, you work Kayla like a fucking dog as well, and didn't
No,
hit up a damn Google check either, huh?
No, he got candy from the corner store. But
well, he got more than what I motherfucking got, okay?
But that was, you know, I did the YMCA and Christian Street Art, the Ladder. So there's a lot of stuff that we did that I did. All my shopping adventures, me, my best friend Chyna. That's where I met my best friend Chyna, who lives in Richmond. I met her there, not knowing we will both be at the Black Student Union in interest meeting, and end up two people from VA, and she's from Richmond, and we become best friends, and we both the freshman liaison for our institute and for the Black Student Union, and everyone's doing big things now. You know, Majing, he was on Project Runway this last season. He has his fashion show in New York Fashion Week. He's a designer. Tiffany's out there doing a comedy show. I actually got to get Tiffany up here too. Now, Tiffany is a very vulgar and ass individual, but so I got to get her up here now. She's doing her comedy thing. So shout out to Tiffany. Again, Chyna, you know, we always turn it up and stuff. I still have to go to Richmond. I know I have not been to Richmond. I keep telling you, I keep telling Monique, I keep telling my friend Lamont that I'm going to be to Richmond, even though it's an hour and a half away. You know, that drive, especially at nighttime, be in the way. So I will, but I will come up there, you all, very soon, probably next week, you know, the weekend.
Don't come in empty-handed, because you want me some goddamn money.
I'll bring you 99-cent Seagram from Farm Fresh 10 for 10. But then again, people, just as I always tell you all, the college experience is something that's always great, you know, because you learn a lot of different things. And, you know, people always say, you know, college not for everybody. You know, you don't have to go to college just because. But I would say if you go to college, first of all, for education, but it's also preparing you for real world experiences, because you're in the real world for yourself now. And again, I was just this little 17-year-old kid who didn't know much. And I mean, I knew a lot, and I was very mature for my age, but at the same time, it was like, I'm in this big place by myself. So I was blessed enough to meet friends, that's lifelong friends, people that I actually know. And I didn't shout out everybody, because y'all know there's a lot of people I had to shout out. Anthony, who's out there in New York, you know, doing his design stuff. And so it's a lot of people from the Art Institute of Philadelphia. There's the train. But and then 1510, that was my dorm above the Foot Locker, across the street from the Wendy's, the Dunkin' Donuts, the Five Guys, the Giovanni's, the Liberty Place. So all those experiences of me getting food, stealing food from Dollar Tree, Now, college is very real. Even though I had a job, I was at Bad Boy and stuff. I was, me and Keena would go take food sometimes from Dollar Tree.
For the people that are viewing this video, it was Reggie stealing the food from Dollar Tree, not anybody else. That is the wrong with FNL management, not Monique Crockett. I did not steal any food from anywhere. So these views are totally rested on Reggie's shoulders, not mine. I just don't want it. I just don't want them to mix up and think it was the both of us.
So I'm gonna do a whole retrospective post on social media later this week, everybody, detailing my experiences with college and everything. And actually, I found this after my move-in too. Now, this was given to me by my mother for my graduation gift when I graduated from college. So it's a little pin from things to remember with the USB cable or the USB cord and all of that. This is my little for my office and stuff, which is I am in right now. I'm in my office right now. I'm not giving y'all a tour of my office yet either. But you know, just some little things that I have for my desk and stuff. You know, some little stuff. So
you have some very expensive trinkets there, sir.
Anyway, so
I'm not in my office tonight. You guys probably have seen every part of my house. I'm in my bedroom tonight, but in my office, I just have a desk and I have some wooden initials on my desk. But they certainly didn't come from things. Remember, they came from Marshalls, $7.99 if you will for the M, and $7.99 if you will for the C. I got an old Dollar Tree little thing, a little placard that says "Believe in your selfie." You know, got a little Scentsy. I don't know if anybody's familiar with Scentsy, but it's like a candle line. Got a little typewriter candle warmer from Scentsy, or wax melt warmer from Scentsy in my office, but nothing as special as what Reggie has.
Look now. So so as I said, I would do my retrospective post here on Doc TV. Well, FNL TV later this week, everybody. So look out for that. And also on tonight's show, Monique is going to be bringing her musical comeback on the show later on tonight, everybody. So look out for that. Y'all, I gave a little tidbit already. I did post a little what's going to be happening tonight on the show. So y'all did see a little tidbit what's going to be happening. But first on tonight's show, we do have to give our prayers and our thoughts to everybody in Las Vegas right now, people. So the deadliest mass shooting in U.S. history already, people, occurred last night in Vegas. There was a country music festival. And last updated, because I looked at it this morning, it was 50 people that said now, as of 8:45 p.m. Eastern time tonight, the death toll has risen to 59, 527 injured in Las Vegas. The gunman opened fire on the music festival crowd from the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino. And now, like I said, people, the deadliest shooting in modern U.S. history. And they said the death toll could possibly even go up even further. So, again, the gunman just, from what people were saying, was just, shooting nonstop gunfire. What was his name? Steven. His name was 64-year-old Stephen Paddock from Mesquite, Nevada. They say he checked into the Mandalay Bay Hotel Thursday night and brought numerous firearms found in his hotel room, which he is dead himself now. It is a lot of reports too. I'm trying to see this in one of the reports too, but they're saying that he lived in a retirement home, and that he.
Yes,
different stories right now.
They say he was a retired accountant. Like you said, lived in a retirement home, and he liked to play like some type of poker game or whatever. Not a whole lot of information, on him at this present moment.
Yeah.
But like you said, definitely keep all those victims in your thoughts and in your prayers. My girlfriend, one of my really good girlfriends, actually was in Vegas this weekend. So I kept calling her this morning, couldn't get in touch with her. Her phone was going straight to voicemail. Text her a couple of times, and she finally I guess around lunchtime, hit me back and stated that she was doing okay. They were about to get on the plane. It was just kind of hectic trying to get out of Vegas, as you can already imagine, given, what has gone on. But she is all right, thank God, and the girls that she traveled with. But definitely, like I said, keep those victims definitely in your thoughts and in your prayers. This is really, really sad. Like you said, it's one of the biggest massive shootings pretty much in U.S. history. No one knows, exactly what made this man do this. What is, obviously he's a sick individual, but apparently there was some type of country music concert going on, and I guess he opened fire on this strip. So it's the world we'll live in. Like I said, I always say it, in our last days. This is just ridiculous, and the sad part about it is you always get those copycats. So
yes. And again, it harkens back to what we talked about even last year at the Christina Grimmie concert situation, earlier this year at Manchester. It's a lot of situations where we think we're supposed to be able to just let go of, the stress of the world and just be carefree at a concert, just enjoy the music, enjoy the entertainment.
Yeah, have a good time. It's what you came for.
Exactly. And you can't even do that without now worrying again. Like, it's kind of like people just now started really getting over the Manchester situation, where they felt comfortable to really go out and stuff like that. And, and especially in an open festival felt like that. And, in Vegas too. So you think even though they checking security and stuff like that and checking guns, like people on a higher level, in the higher building got snipers, like they can shoot anybody. And it brought me to, it was just so funny, like this past weekend, because I haven't watched Scandal. I didn't watch Scandal at all last season. And I know the new season starts on Thursday this week. So I actually been catching up on Scandal, and that one episode where they shot the president-elect. I've got his name already, when they shot the president-elect, and how, we found out that, Papa Pope actually shot him from under the podium, but they set it up to where like he got shot from like a distance on top of a parking garage. It, goes to show that, anything crazy can happen like that. And, again, we're supposed to be able to go out and have fun, live our life, and, and not know that you enjoying yourself will be your last day. Like, it's so crazy. So, again, our prayers and thoughts are with everybody. And again, the numbers are supposed to keep rising, and it's just a sad situation again in Vegas, especially where you want to have fun out there. You're supposed to, it's a lot of people probably on vacation, the night out from their kids, a night out just from work and just all the stress of the world, and just,
yeah, like I said, people go there for their bachelor parties, bachelorette parties, divorce parties, whatever have you. It's just supposed to be, a time, like you said, where you can let your hair down, let loose, just turn up and get lit, and just, have a good time with your friends and family and people that you care about and that are close to you. When just to imagine just walking down the strip and someone opens fire, and 1 minute you are alive and well, and the next minute, you're gone from this world. So definitely a sad, sad, sad tragedy. Again, you guys, just please, prayers up for the victims. I can't stress it enough, and their families, because again, no one again imagines going to Vegas to have fun and then things ending the way that they did.
Yes, definitely. So, as soon as we get information, people will update you all here on the show, as we always do, let you all know what's been going on. Now, also, two people early last week, or end of last week, what happened, is why I'm wearing my Hugh Hefner-esque robe tonight that Monique is trying to play me, trying to talk about it came from a damn thrift store. Red sample and whatnot. But this is actually a good-ass Macy's. I can't think of the brand right now. It's on the back here, but it's a good ass brand, people. It's very comfortable and it makes me fall asleep. But Hugh Hefner, Mr. Playboy himself, he passed away at 91 years old. Now, I mean, we haven't seen him in a while now. I might go to hell for this real quick, but I didn't know that we still had a post on him. Now, I'm just saying, because it's a lot of people we haven't seen in the spotlight in a while. We wonder, hey, what's going on? Like, there's a lot of people I'm still you know, trying to like, Sade, do we still got a post on you? You know, we're still trying to figure out where you at. And is Della Reese alive? I don't know.
Are they still making episodes of Touched by Age?
They don't got Pat's TV no more. Remember, they used to show that religiously on Pat's TV. Let me check on Della Reese real quick.
I think Della is still alive now. Mr. Hefner, it sounds like from what I read, just stated that he had like a really bad like back condition, and his health just was deteriorating anyway.
Mm-hmm.
The young lady, I guess, that had dated him for a very long time, stated that she recently saw him, and I can't think of her name. I have to try to pull the story up, but she stated that she recently saw him, went to the Playboy mansion and hung out with him. His hearing was going down. He was also, according to this young lady, you know, very forgetful. So he had not been doing well for a while, but she states that, you know, he stated that I guess the media and various outlets, you know, kept counting him out. Like you said, kept stating that, you know, won't go be long, for they did not have a pulse on him. And he was offended by that. And he stated, you know, he had a whole lot more life to give. He was not going to be dead yet. And I guess from last week, the Grim Reaper himself showed up and showed out. But what you are you laughing at me because the Grim Reaper showed up and showed out?
Yes. Yeah.
You know, but so apparently from what I read, that was no tea, no shade. But from what I read, apparently he's going to be buried right beside Marilyn Monroe.
Which like a small ceremony for him.
Yeah.
The day before, and yeah, he's in a mausoleum plot next to Marilyn Monroe, which he paid $75,000 for that plot back in 1992. So, you know, I guess that's, you know, and she was the first cover on the first cover of the Playboy, so that was very, you know, very nice of him to be able to do that. And you know, he was married to Crystal Harris. Now, you know, people were side-eyeing her for a long time too, because remember Girls Next Door show on E. You know, there was Kendra Wilkerson, Heidi, her name, last name Heidi, somebody, and then the other girl who we don't talk too much about, but you know, they were just his three girlfriends, you know, and the last one, Heidi, was the one that, you know, they were together for the longest and they were supposed to get married, but she ended up not getting married to him. So then he got married to this other girl, Krista Harris, who was the a Playboy Playmate of the year. They got married on New Year's Eve back in 2012 and had an ironclad prenup, but she was never added to his will. So he's estimated at $43 million, and instead of being divided between his 4 children, the University of Southern California Film School and a variety of charities. Well, that's going to be split between all of those. His 4 children, the Southern California Film School and a variety of charities, but she's nowhere on that list, so she ain't getting none of that money unless she worked hard on one of the children for a check or something. And then also they say, so he had the will and everything. Something else came up in the story too, but he did a lot of stuff too behind the scenes. Like he invested a lot into Black creativity, and like he backed money into Ebony magazine back in the day when it was starting out. He gave Dick Gregory his first break basically at the Playboy Club. So it was a lot of different things that he did also for, you know, Black people. So and a lot of people too. I think Alex Haley was a writer. Did one of the interviews, special interviews at Playboy magazine. Look what Alex Haley, you know, a legendary writer now. So you know,
and I just looked up this Girl Next Door cast. Like you said, I guess there were 2. There was a set of identical twins, Carissa and Christina Shannon, and then, like you said, the young lady, Crystal Harris. She has a Black name. Okay.
Yeah, you know, but ain't getting no money though.
So yeah, I guess we're gonna say rest in peace to old Hugh.
Yes, and then
I guess we can't say gone too soon. I mean, sir, you were 91, but
fruitful life though. You know, he definitely was turned up, and it was crazy to his house. Now he requested to he sold his house to somebody. I can't remember who he sold his house to. And you would think he would give it to his kids or something, but he sold it to his house. I think it was the Blue Ribbon Beer people. And but he requested that he still live in the house until he whatever day he died. So he lived in that house until his last breath. And again,
yeah.
And it's such a legendary mansion. You always hear about the Playboy mansion. We've seen it on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air back in the day when Hillary was supposed to be a playmate. So, again, so many different things from that Playboy, empire. So, he definitely has lived a fruitful life, and it's definitely good. And again,
and that's what I read. He stated that he did not have any regrets about anything. He, led or lived a plentiful life. So again, rest in peace to Mr. Hugh Hefner. I guess pimping for life, if that's what you want to call it.
Yes, pimp hooray! Shout out to Metro Don Juan. Now, people, we told you I was inquiring about.
He's still alive. He still got a post. Don Juan.
So speaking of someone with a post, so I was looking at this real quick. So Deadliest is still kicking with us. August 29, 2016, nearly 2 months after she celebrated her 85th birthday, Della was said to be in failing health as she uses the wheelchair following 2 serious brain surgeries. She also admitted her suffering from diabetes. My life is at stake, she said. I don't have type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes has me.
I'm done. No God. What?
This is what she said. You know how you're supposed to say.
The purpose of you reading any of this is what?
No, I'm mad that she actually said this. Now, you're supposed to say, cancer don't have me.
I that cancer, I got it all under control.
Yeah, but excuse me, but that was said. But that was said.
It's a living legend, honey.
She's Reese's not wheelchair bound, and she tries to avoid using one often because it would make her condition worse. Prior to attending the 2014 ceremony to honor her former co-star and longtime friend Roma Downey, who received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame years after her mentor, Della Reese also admitted after collapsing on the set of Touched by an Angel that it contributed to her diabetes after years of eating her old nightly snacks of fried chicken, potato chips, ice cream, candy bars, and cola. It was very frustrated because she didn't do anything to prevent her health problems. With diet, exercise, and medication, I took control of my diabetes, she stated. I lost 20 pounds and lowered my blood sugar from between 275 and 300 to 67 and 110. You know what, Della? Who are your kids and who's not watching after you? Let me see if she got some children, because you know what? If y'all letting your mama out here, then they got this damn picture of her in a fast food commercial cooking over the damn stove. Now they know they got.
Let me see what your ass is looking at, Reggie, because this is.
Wikipedia page. I guess
what? The prettiest hair though. She had the prettiest hair.
Yeah.
They say she got a daughter, Della Reese's daughter.
Well, Della Reese's daughter, why are you not taking care of your mother out here in these streets out here looking a mess? So anywho, so Della Reese is, and you can tell she's older now because, she's keeping it 100 with you all. She's saying that, she fucked up her diet and she doesn't have type 2 diabetes. Diabetes got her. So, we're going to keep Della continue in my prayers, in our prayers here on the show, because needs it.
I hate to go on about who got a pulse and who don't. What about Sister Hedderbrink? Della Reese always, remember the lady from A-Band?
Yeah.
Her and Della Reese look alike to me. That's what made me think of her.
Yeah, so we are going to keep just do a whole segment one week on just who got a pulse and who don't got a pulse.
Did Della Reese bleach her skin? Because why is she so dark on one picture and light on? All right.
Oh, good. So, yeah. So we the Reese is still out here kicking. But then also too, people, we do have to give a quick prayers up and a shout out to all of the victims right now, all the people right now in Puerto Rico who still, getting everything under control right now, or trying their best to, with all the conditions that are going on right now, with the lack of help from that orange Cheeto that we call a president. And again, it's definitely sad because, natural disasters happen, but when it affects so many people, and then, people actually still forget that Puerto Rico is still part of U.S. territory. So that's like our brothers and sisters. Like we
Yeah,
got
that really is.
and then also again, you have a whole lot of stuff that's still happening. Still getting Houston together. The hurricanes in Florida and Louisiana stuff. So it's a lot of different things that's happening with natural disasters and stuff like that. And there's doing a lot of telethons. So like the Tidal concert that they're having later this month in Brooklyn for the Tidal X concert series, which they do every fall for a charity. They're giving back this year. You have a lot of people that's giving back to like Cardi B, the strip club she used to work at. She posted that they have a whole load of trucks of foods and water and all the materials needed for them in Puerto Rico. They have cruise lines like Royal Caribbean doing good things as well. A lot of people like Beyonce just did a remix to Mi Gente, and she giving all the proceeds from that single to helping the causes in Puerto Rico as well. So, Mexico as well, that's been happening with natural disasters. So, again, we won't know that situation because we haven't experienced it here in the area. Only, like I told you right before, like little glimpses of little things where we've had like Hurricane Sandy or what the other hurricane was, Hurricane Elizabeth, I think it was. But for those, the mass amount of stuff they're going through, losing homes, losing family, losing loved ones, people they can't find, people they're still trying to find.
Yeah. Again, and it's pretty much these storms have left a lot of these people pretty much just destitute. So
Yeah.
without nothing at all. So again, think Puerto Rico, they were saying they may not get power back for months. So and just that's just power. So just think about people that are out of work and again don't have homes, schools, things like that. So again, from my understanding, apparently I guess your president, president number 45, he had lifted or waived whatever act, and I forget the name of the act. I apologize about that. But he lifted the act that would allow us to actually go in and assist Puerto Rico with some of these relief efforts. So he did do that. Initially, they were stating that, there was a strong possibility that he was not going to do that. But again, he's done that. So that is one good thing. So, now that we can go in and assist Puerto Rico with these relief efforts. But again, like we've stated, just keep Puerto Rico in your thoughts and your prayers. Like I said, so many people are just left destitute and without any single thing. You think about babies that need milk and water and clothing and food and pampers, shelter. Think about your elderly that again need medicines and food, to survive and make it throughout the day. So definitely devastating. And so whatever we can do, hopefully everyone can help out in some type of way. And if we know of ways where you guys can help, we'll try to post that and get that information to you as stories develop. So
definitely. So again, definitely, help out any way you can, people, because there's still a lot that's going on. A lot of people that still need help. And got a quick little thing too. I put this in the topics for the night, but the whole taking the nil situation. We saw it last Sunday during our football games. Then we saw it again with a couple of games yesterday. The NBA commissioner just came out and said that if any of the NBA players, for this next upcoming season, if they take a nil, they basically get reprimanded in a pretty much fucked up way. NFL, that president called them, the football players sons of bitches. So, they're part of the NFL situation because they still think about the Colin Kaepernick situation, where a lot of people are getting it wrong. So a lot of the racists are out here thinking that, we're, taking the kneel and disrespecting the flag, disrespecting the men who served or the
that's not it at all.
Military stuff like that. Now, if you all know this, Colin took in the even when Obama was in office, it was because of police brutality and because of the racism that's going on in the country and the lack of respect for Black men. and Black women and Black people in general. That's what it's for. Now, as of now, it's in the protest way because there's stuff that's still going on. This isn't because of the flag or anything like that. And people try to throw that. People that don't even serve in the military, don't even have people that serve in the military. They're trying to bring these little stories up like, oh, you're disrespecting the flag or you're doing this and that. My uncle Larry was a Vietnam vet. My grandmother was a nurse in World War II before she passed. My dad was in the military, retired military. All my family basically are military, either Navy, Army, Marines. They've already, I've seen them. I asked them too, like, hey, do you feel disrespected by the Neil situation? These are Black people. They feel no type of disrespect about it because they're angry too about what's going on, and they're angry that people are trying to speak on their behalf to how they're supposed to feel about this. So again, if you haven't been in the military, you don't know anything about it. Even I haven't been in the military, but I'm not going to, just put my 2 cents. Oh, they're disrespecting the flag and stuff like that. No, they're not disrespecting the flag, but the place that's supposed to make us united under the flag has disrespected us. So you can't.
And I think the whole thought process behind this whole taking a knee was, how could this be the land of the free when you have these police officers just murdering and killing, gunning down our Black sisters and brothers, and then they just walk? Nothing, no reprimand. They don't, have to pay for what they've done. They just, pretty much make up some type of excuse, and then they walk free. They don't lose their jobs. If they're suspended with pay, and then they get to go back living their lives just as if nothing had happened. So I think that's where the whole, injustice comes from, and the whole thought process. How could this be the land of the free, but you allow these things to go on and these things to happen? So I think that, again, was the whole thought process behind taking a knee and trying to fight for change and equality in our nation. So again, I think it has absolutely nothing to do with disrespecting the flag, but it has everything to do with the disrespect of our people.
Yes, definitely.
And how we're treated. So, again, your 45th president is something fucking else. And I am hoping and praying to my Jesus, the one I serve, honey, that hopefully we can start some impeachment going on very, very soon. Because if not, things will never get any better and things are going to stay the same. And again, he's always focused on the wrong shit. All of the things that are going on in the world, and you are focused on NFL association.
Exactly. And again, people fired and stuff like that. Talking about you're fired, but you're the one that need to get fired, definitely, for real. So, Orange Cheeto, kill yourself, basically. And all the other races too. Y'all just kill yourselves too. All right, so
you got to hide in that terry cloth.
Did a quick outfit change real quick, here on live, TV and stuff like that. But so again, we'll keep y'all updated on anything else too, people dealing with this. Because again, we are Black people, we are doing this, and we do entertain you all, but we do gotta give y'all the real as well. So definitely, with more stuff like this, we keep y'all updated. Because we have a voice, and we have a lot of young people that watch us as well. So, we definitely have to
we want you guys to exercise your right and use your voice. So
people, and next month is election month, people. November, a lot of local, like we always tell you all, people, like, with a lot of local offices.
It is so important to vote in these local elections. It is just as important as the presidential election that is held every 4 years. It is so important to be out here at the polls and make your vote count at the local level. I cannot stress that enough, or we can't stress that enough.
Yes, definitely, people. So also, people, for using your voice and stuff like that. So, we did it, people. So Cardi B, Monday, Bodak Yellow is officially #1. That was #1 last week, and we didn't do the show last week, so I had a whole post about her. But this week she's #1 again. Today makes week #2 her top of the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Again, last week when she hit #1, she became the first solo female hip hop artist to hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart since Lauryn Hill debuted with "Do Wop That Thing" 1997 or 98. 99. Was it
It
98?
had to be, I think it was 99 to be, because I was in college and I was a sophomore in college. Doo Wop, that thing is on the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, which did not hit until, well, you know what?
I think it was 98.
It might have been 98
Yes,
because I was a freshman in college. And
yeah.
that's when I got into it with the white girl. They had to go before the honor board, but that is neither here nor there. Now I remember she would listen to my Lauryn Hill CD a lot before we had our mishap. But anyway, so that was 1998 because I was a freshman. 99, I was a sophomore. So
you know, that means people. So, you know, again, you know, who would have thought, you know, Cardi B, again, you know, we've been following Cardi B here on FNL for a long time. You hear the older shows and stuff like that. You know, we've always been following her journey from, you know, Instagram to where she is, well, when she was on Love and Hip Hop, even when, you know, she was a crazy ass mess. You know, we still loved her on the show. But so to see her now winning and doing big things, you know, it's very, you know, it's like clap, clap, bravo to you, Cardi, because people counted her out. And, you know, again, it shows that if you believe in something so heavy and you work hard for it, then you will be successful. So, you know, she's definitely a walking example of that. You know, even someone made a mention that, you know, Cardi had to be a angel in her path, or, you know, a strong Christian in her past life for her to be getting all these blessings that she's getting now. So, you know,
well, you know what? It was funny that you said that because I was just thinking about her and just thinking there's this song by the Clark sisters called "I'm Living a Blessed Life," and I was in that song. Every time I hear, you know, her accomplishments, I always think about that song and kind of, you know, correlate the two. She's definitely living a blessed life, and the lyrics kind of go, "I like living this kind of life. I'm living a blessed life." So hopefully she will continue on this path, and, you know, always do the right thing. Don't blow your money, honey, because you rapping about red bottoms and things and such that are very materialistic, honey. But keep on doing what you're doing, but, you know, make the most out of your success and make good choices. So
you can get some red bottoms from Ross Dress for Less, to be honest with you, a Burlington Coat Factory.
yeah, I've already texted my husband a picture of these red bottoms that I want for Christmas, and I told him if he wants to go into 2018 in a happy life,
Yes.
I better have the damn shoes under the tree. I told him I do want a pair of flats, and I want a pair of heels. So I said, if you get the pumps for me, I will get the flats. I don't have any issue doing that. So go ahead, Richard. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say to go right into your for the D challenge.
No, but yeah, you know, but congratulations, clap, clap, bravo to you, Miss Cardi B. So again, you know, just make good choices and good decisions, and you will continue to live a blessed life.
Yes, shout out to the car sisters as you had put it. So people, so Monique actually, you know, again, she has what she wanted to do a musical comeback on the show tonight.
I thought we was gonna do that at the end.
Oh, we could. Are you gonna do it at the end instead?
Yeah.
All right, people. So Monique's gonna do her challenge at the end, people. So y'all be on the lookout for that, people. So
I was gonna take us out with that.
I'm gonna take us out of with that, people. So let me go ahead and let you all know that and show people stay tuned for the deep.
How long? Now my husband is downstairs asleep. How long we gonna be at the show? Because I gotta sneak some bags. I went shopping today up and downstairs. I need to sneak some bags in the house while he sleep.
Not long, not long. All right, people. But real quick, so O.J. Simpson, we discussed his situation. People, he's fine. The juice is on the loose, everybody. So he's out, and it's just so funny how it happened because, you know, he got out yesterday on the 1st, and yesterday was the season premiere, the season 10 premiere, whatever it was, Keeping Up with the Kardashians. So it's very funny how the timing goes with that. But, you know, hey, that's not my black ass business. That's the boy's business. But, you know, it just so happens to be the same day that Khloe, you know, daddy got out of jail too. So I mean, that's really cool. So, you know, all the blessings are aligned in the sky, people. So congratulations to the Juice Man for being on the loose. He is going to be They're trying to get him to move to Florida, so we don't have no troubles or no problems with nobody. And those Goldman family, you know, they still out here trying to get money from this from OJ, because you know when Ron and Nicole was creeping around, and then you know OJ, even though the glove didn't fit, you know he did, you know he did something to him. But you know at the same damn time, you know if you out here embarrassing me in the streets, you know OJ wasn't having that. You know white girl.
I mean, I guess I don't know, and I guess that's just one of those things for the family of the Goldman family. I'm even probably the Brown family. I guess, you know, those things, that's just one of those things that probably won't ever kind of, I don't want to use the word die, but that's one of those things that probably, even laid to rest, is probably not the best choice of words either. But it's just one of those things that you probably never get over, and you want answers, and you want clear and concise answers as to what happened. And, you know, it may not ever come out. You know, they also think that he didn't.
Yeah.
We've all been champion for Mr. Brown. I know I have. So he is out. The juice is loose, and hopefully he will stay out this time and won't be doing nothing stupid. But again, I mean, he went to prison for going to get his own shit back. But at the same time, hopefully, like you said, he will move to Florida. He will lay low to his last days, and you know, to the Grim Reaper show up and show out in his life. Oh.
Is he like 70 or something now?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. So, you know, just hopefully he, you know, will just make good choices and, like I said, lay low. But again, like I said, I just think it's one of those situations that they will never find. I guess the word I'm looking for is closure.
Yeah.
Find closure to, you know, just because of how it happened, the tragic way it happened, the history that O.J. Simpson and Nicole Brown Simpson had. So, you know, again, and it's probably painful for both families to have to kind of relive that whole thing and knowing that this man is out. But again, you know, old Johnny told you, if it don't fit, honey, you must have quit.
Exactly. And, you know, he had the gloves didn't fit, and you know we saw the specials, and but OJ did fuck himself when he wrote that book. Well, even though they got the rights back to the book, but you wrote that book hypothetically.
Yeah, about if he had done it, what he would have done and how he would have done it. Yeah, again, you know, you have to also make better choices at decisions with the word, and use your better judgment. That probably was not the best thing for you to do.
Oh, but I mean, you write your next book, at least, you know, don't say if
right about prison. Yeah, you know, right about prison life. How was the food?
Yeah,
You know,
starting the diet program and stuff, doing the, you know, workout program and stuff, being the gym leader and whatnot, and how you try to get your shit back. Now, that's a book to write. If I did get my shit back, this is what I did or would have done. So, you know, talk about you taking your own stuff back from people stealing from you. So, you know, hey. OJ said,
I'm glad you were out, Mr. Brown. Like I said, just do better, nigga. Do better.
hopefully you can be a part of your daughter's life, you know, because, you know, they say she might be pregnant from Tristan Thompson. Now, y'all know it took Khloe a good while. Now, first of all, let me give y'all this quick disclaimer, because it's only going to be 60 seconds, people. Because we tell y'all we have a habit of not talking about the Kardashians here on the show. But because y'all want to hear the information, we do got to give y'all a quick little update on what's going on in the world of Kardashians. So it's like our quarterly update on them, because we're going to talk about them every 2 or 3 times out of the year, or 4 times out of the year. So this is our quarterly Kardashian update for the fall season, people, because it is fall already, and we won't talk about them until January. So first, Khloe could be pregnant with Tristan. Now, y'all know she had a hard time getting pregnant with Lamar. We possibly know why she probably had a hard time getting pregnant with Lamar. I mean, Lamar had fucked up breath, because remember he had that bad yak teeth in that one season when he had to put the dentist, because he said shit was
all of the drugs that was in his system.
Yes, and then, you know, he out here in Vegas, you know, turning up and getting loose, and, you know, paralyzed and comas and shit. So, you know, maybe, you know, his system wasn't quite up to par. But if she and Tristan are pregnant, then, you know, that's a blessing, because, you know, Khloe has been trying to get pregnant for a long time now. So,
yeah. Now, we know this nigga sperm is powerful, because he just had a baby. I don't even think that baby is one yet. So then they were posting about him. I want to say like last month. Well, in August, talking about he was like one of the cutest, most adorable babies ever, and he was on Instagram, and that baby looked like he was every bit about 7, 8 months. So
Yeah.
this, so we all know that nigga sperm is powerful. Your eggs might be motherfucking cracked and scrambled and whatever the case may be, honey. You not serving them sunny side up, but your nigga sperm is potent because he had a baby. But to each his own.
Yes, and then also, you know, speaking of planting that seed inside you, shout out to Travis Scott on Scissors Love Galore. So apparently, we still don't know the ifs or if the yes or the no's with this, because you know, they like to keep us on our toes for the good promotional aspect that they want to do for their show. But they say that Kylie is pregnant now. They say that Kylie is pregnant with Travis Scott baby. And, you know, they also putting little memes out there saying that the baby's gonna like that little black girl off of Jimmy Neutron. So you know it's and then you know they want to say how the baby's gonna look, because now you know Travis Scott, no relation, but Travis Scott he hides his face a lot, and it's for good reason. You know, he has a little fucked up face, if you will. And then Kylie, you know, she was a little white girl, so you know she got a little thin wafer lips. So you know the baby's gonna be very special looking child, if you will. But every child is a blessing. So if Kylie, if you are pregnant.
Yeah, I don't know. I think she's definitely too young. She's only 20. That is very young to have a baby. She definitely has the money to do so, to take care of the baby. I'm pretty sure that child is not gonna want or need for anything. But her mindset is just so, she's 20, but she has the mindset of a 15-year-old. So I'm just not sure how that's gonna work out. But again, that's none of my black ass business. I don't live in a household. I really could give a damn. But don't know if I really have any fucks left to give about the whole Kardashian. Guess it was a whole trifecta effect, because I guess then Kim Kardashian recently announced that her and Kanye West, and we had spoke about this before, but she recently confirmed it herself that her and Kanye West are expecting their third baby via surrogate. So
yeah,
again.
And then also, real quick, Robin Blac Chyna. So we're just gonna give y'all a little quick tidbit on them. Found it quite funny. So you know they're going through these lawsuits and stuff like that. You know they're gonna get money. You know Chyna said that that you know I don't even like keeping up with them.
Well, yeah, apparently Rob Kardashian is suing Blac Chyna, stating that when he was renting a home for her, they got into an altercation where she I guess like repeatedly beat him with a iPhone charger cord and tried to choke him. And apparently he states that when it happened, I want to say it happened maybe last December. I think that's what I read. But apparently, was that it?
Yeah, December.
Yeah, but apparently when it happened, he was still in love with her, so he did not want this to come out.
Yeah, and that she damaged says, and they were renting Kylie's house too. So they
were renting Kylie's house. So apparently,
broke down the door, damaged walls, destroyed cell phones, smashing the house that he made.
Yeah, and then it stated that she tried to destroy his Bentley that was parked outside when he tried to get away. Apparently, Kylie Jenner is suing her as well for damage to her home and property. And then I guess she is countersuing Rob Kardashian because she states that I guess Rob and the rest of his family is the reason why the show did not, I guess, last, and that was money that she missed out on and lost. Apparently, they're stating that I guess even when after this whole cell phone, iPhone cordless, this charger whole thing happened, they came back and tried to film the rest of the show, and the producer saw and realized that it just was not going to work between the two of them. They could not get along, so they just kind of pulled the plug on the show. And so again, now she is countersuing, stating that I guess, you know, basically these are wages lost because they could not move forward with the show, in a nutshell.
I mean, I still find it funny because, you know, the part about the gingerbread house now, smashing the gingerbread house, you know, it's kind of disrespectful because, you know, that is food and y'all know my feelings towards food. So I feel bad about the gingerbread house, but Rob, now I do got a question about this iPhone charger because the iPhone charger is nothing but so big and so thin. Now, with that tough ass neck that you got, that big ass neck, because you know you're on the fatter side now. How did the charger go around your neck? Now I'm trying to picture how the charger actually went around that thick neck of yours, and how she tried to choke you out with that thin ass cord. Now this cord will crack at the snap of a dime if you leave it unplug it the wrong way or snatch out your cord the wrong way. Because you know how Apple cords are.
Why is the shit poking you in the fingers and
Yeah.
it's a random pack of red hot sausages links what neck you get? What the fuck?
Yes.
I do too much over there down in what is it, Calabasas? You try to too much over there.
Entirely too much. So I mean, of course we won't update you all until the I guess around that time. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be in the headlines too. By the time we do like the year-end special, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna be in the headlines. So I guess we'll give like a 2-minute, just give them an extra minute close of the year. You know, just be very, you know, generous this holiday season. So we'll give them an extra minute to talk about all in a nutshell, basically for the end of the year. Now, someone who we still got to keep up with too. So Kevin Hart and his cheating scandal. Now we didn't really talk about it because I think the last time
we kind of not necessarily
that's one like
do a show when the whole thing broke. We talked about the fact that you know, he was in a car with the woman and he looked like he was sucking a woman's titty. We talked about that. And then
like he wasn't, but the whole time he really was.
And then when this whole sex tape and exploitation and all this stuff broke, we didn't do a show.
Yeah, so you know, just y'all already know the story by now. You know the whole extortion thing, where you know he actually made a video on Instagram. Was like, you know, he apologizing for something for embarrassing his wife and his kids. That he apologized to them, you know, before the story leaked out. He said he did something really embarrassing. So we were trying to figure out what the hell he might be talking about. And of course, I was like, I got to do some cheating. And this before you know, the girl even came out with the extortion situation. And here she goes talking about, you know, she got video of him that they tried to set him up. The video come out, he in the bed with 2 girls, with 2 friends, and you know the 2 girls videotaping the whole situation. Tori Hart, you know, she had to come out the woodwork and, you know, instead of promoting the brand, she had to go out here and give her 2 pieces of this situation. Because you know she feeling like, hey, you know, how you get them, so you lose them. Well, Nico, who is, you know, his pregnant wife right now, she's not leaving. They actually just had their baby shower this past weekend. I was wondering if the cheetahs were going to be there, but I guess no cheetahs were in presence there. You know, and you know, again, then the same day he came out of the game for families. I'm like, now what's the cheat code? Because how you gonna have a family game and then you out here, you know, fucking around on your wife who's pregnant?
Yeah, some type of app that you can download on your phone, and they are supposed to be superheroes and look like this one big happy family. Child, it's a whole lot to this. Now, and then last week, what I read, the young lady that was the center of this video, she came out with Lisa Bloom and her side, go figure, stated pretty much, you know, she was not a prostitute, she was not a whore, she did not it was not her idea to extort you know, this money from Kevin Hart. So she didn't talk a whole lot, but she wanted, you know, she wanted you niggas to know that that was not you know, who she was. It was not her idea to do this. She had nothing to do with that. But apparently, I guess this woman lives in Miami or is from Miami or whatever. But she's been hooking up with him and fucking him and shit for a very long time. So again, when the story first broke, they stated that there was like sexually suggestive type of activity going on, and then we see this full out you know, sex tape and hear them, you know, shit bumping and thumping around and pussies farting and, you know, and shit like that. So, you know, again, child, we already knew it. You know, again, we already knew that you was cheating on. You cheated on Tori Hart. We again the story, we broke the story. Well, we didn't break the story, but we talked about this story, you know, again a few months back about you and this woman, and it wasn't even that long ago, but you and this same woman in this Lexus car or whatever, and how you looked like you was sucking the titty.
If we try to get you for the doubt, we were like, you know, even though Kevin said that he didn't do it, in the back of my mind, we're like, you know, nigga, you out here cheating because you look real crazy. But we're like, you know what? If you say you didn't do it,
And it's so funny because that sex tape that that aired, the background is real quiet, but whoever posted it, you can hear when he did that interview in the Breakfast Club, and he was talking about how he was done with cheating and how getting married made him such a better man. He's mature. He knows the error of his ways. So, child, honey, this was all a bunch of foolery and fuckery. You need to go somewhere. And, you know, both of y'all probably need to go to some type of counseling. I don't think that he is done. I think he's going to continue to do it. He's just going to do it in such a way now so that he probably won't get caught. So,
yeah. And I feel like that Nico, and also real quick, before I get to Nico real quick. So the girl said that her and Kevin hooked up 3 times. They were in Vegas, and that he never mentioned at one point that he was married. Now, girl, you look like you probably Instagram thought you about 26 years old. You know that he always called that girl her rib. Well, side McRib, you know, you got the shine right now. But at the same time, in Nico, I feel like she doesn't want to leave Kevin because she feels embarrassed that if she leaves him, it would be that whole, again, how you get them is how you lose them.
Bitch, what else she got going for herself? But and that's a child, please. This is a whole bunch of, like I said, foolery and fuckery at its finest. Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. I lost my train of thought. Something else I was gonna say about this story. But you know, I hope you guys can get it together for the sake of baby Kenzo and the other 2 kids. What's his name? Hudson and
Hendrick and
that's their husband. For the little girl and the little boy, you know, hopefully you guys can just get it together. Like I said, I think he's going to continue to cheat. I think he's just going to do it now in such a way that he tries not to, you know, get caught.
Oh, yeah, let me taking cell phones, confidentiality agreements. I mean, learn for Chris.
Yeah, your NDAs, and like you said, taking, you know, who is it? Trey Songz and Chris Brown. They take your motherfucking phone at the door. You got to sign an NDA on your way out and on your way in. Exactly. Yeah, you should have known better. So.
Yeah, goodness. You know who we haven't talked about in a long time too? Who's actually, I guess he's been doing good. Chris Brown. We haven't talked about him in a while. So. Look at God making waves, but you know the year's not over yet, people. So you know.
Yeah, we still got a few more months for him to turn up and do something real stupid. But hopefully he done left Karuchi Train alone. He stable. He's on his medications.
Might been doing.
He's compliant with his medications. So.
Not compliant. So, real quick too, people. So, someone who is a hot topic herself now, Wendy Williams. Now, we don't really talk about Wendy Williams up here. You know, she is the reason why I do a show like this because listen to her back in the day when I was younger and Philly and stuff like that. You know, she was very turned up on the radio. So, that's where we got that whole pop culture talking about people on the show and stuff like that. But now her husband is in the headlines right now because he's been allegedly carrying on a 10-year relationship with I wouldn't call her the help, but she's like a massage therapist or something, and she's a family friend. And Wendy said that she's just a friend of the families and that they're not hooking up and that she stands by her man, that he hasn't cheated. But I mean, Wendy, back in the day, about 10 years ago now, her husband Kevin Hunter did have a sex tape with one of the interns when she was doing the radio show, and he out here giving back shots to the girl and everything in the video. But Wendy, she was very mum about that because I guess, she didn't want to be the hot topic like that. So that was one thing. But now this situation this year, they're saying that it's been 10 years. So it's not the intern, though. I remember what the intern looked like because she got fired from the station.
Yeah. And then they said, he Yeah, because there was something with the intern, that story, where he was pretty much harassing her. And I
Yeah,
guess when she wanted to end the affair, and he wanted to keep things going, and there was just a lot of, she ended up getting fired, and basically she got treated very wrong, is from what I understand and what I read. But what I was going to say was, I guess with this particular um woman now, or this mistress of whomever, they said he bought her a house. Like,
last house in Jersey with
mm-hmm.
crusty ass mailbox with his name in the mailbox too. Now I didn't know we were still writing names and labels on mailboxes too. I mean, I assume the post office know what to send the mail to, but they're writing names and labels in the mailbox like it's an apartment complex. So
Yeah, so it's, again, from what I saw, Wendy Williams, she never denied that he was having this affair. She
yeah,
just said that she was gonna stick by her man. She flashed her ring as if to say, well, you can say what you want to say, but at the end of the day, he comes home to me. But yeah, that's after he finished fucking and giving herpes. Well, we just hope these bitches is not getting no herpes, okay? So
yeah,
yeah, that's after he finished fucking old girl. But then apparently they're stating that, I guess, when Charlamagne used to roll with Wendy Williams, he introduced this girl to Wendy Williams and Kevin, and that's how, I guess, she became in this inner circle with them. Apparently this girl is from South Carolina, where Charlamagne is from. They know each other. They're like friends from back in the day. And again, like I said, when he was rolling with rolling with Wendy Williams, when he was working with Wendy Williams, somehow or another, he introduced this young lady to them. She ended up, like you said, kind of becoming the assistant, the masseuse, the cook, the chef, whoever she was or whatever. And then she carried on this affair with Kevin. But even still, when you guys remember when Evan Lozada had that baby and Wendy Williams got on her talk show and said, oh, she had a bank account or something.
yeah.
And even Evelyn Lozada stated when she had her boutique or whatever, Kevin used to come in there with his side piece and his mistress, and would buy shoes out of her boutique. So again, this isn't the first, second, or third time that I've heard that Kevin Hunter has cheated or allegedly cheated on Wendy Williams. And again, it's been going on for quite some time. But honey, if you like it, I love it. Like you said, I guess it would be ironic that you all and everybody else shit and spilling their tea and talking about who having an affair on who, and then all of a sudden, your husband up here, you doing a hot topic about yourself.
So I mean, hey. So, as hey, it is what it is, I suppose. Now, who else that going through their marriage too that we talk about here on the show? And I guess they're trying to work it out, but I guess they're not. So it's very confusing, but I really don't care. But y'all care enough to want to know about T.I. and Tiny now. We've been over. Me and Monique could talk about this on the show too, how we've been over the whole fake family Cosby act and stuff like that for a long time. And now, with this situation now, they were supposed to get divorced. And last week, apparently, they called off divorce because Tiny was with Escape on the Wendy Williams show, where she said that they're still working on their marriage, that, she called it off. Well, she clarified it in Us Weekly saying, this doesn't imply that my divorce is off. It states that we are trying to figure it out one day at a time. I do not want false press stories to overshadow the intent of our interview with Wendy. Announcing tickets went on sale today for my group Escape's National Arena Tour, which begins November 22nd. It's also my husband's birthday on Monday, and these stories should not interfere with how my family intends to spend our day celebrating him. They're on vacation together. Y'all
were the ones to put this shit, out, and your husband was the one that got on national TV talking about he was better off not being married, and it was better for his business and for his brand and all this other bullshit. We just reported the goddamn story. Now, I will say this. I don't think that she ever wanted to separate from him, let alone divorce him. So, again, ain't no telling with those two. I don't think that they'll, besides the fact that they have children, I don't see them ever divorcing. So,
so she, again, another cheating thing. She's just going to let just let Clifford keep running amok in the streets, and I guess agree to another threesome. Remember, that's what they're all a part of. They're a part of the threesome game. So I mean, I guess she likes Sharon. So I mean, you can't be that insecure though, Tiny. I mean, you're out here about to be back on the road right now with Escape. You know, they started the tour off in November 22nd. I think it actually starts in Richmond Coliseum. It's the first tour they for the Great Escape tour with Monica and with Tamar Braxton, which is very interesting because of the fact y'all remember there's a lot of beefs when Tamar was the center of all these beefs. So remember, it was her against Tiny, best friends. She's the godmother to baby Eris, and they haven't talked for like a few months now. They're back best friends again. Tamar and Monica had a beef. Monica went and guest starred on The Real. Remember when Tamar got fired, which Tamar, we still don't have your talk show. So what did Steve Harvey sell you a dream, sweetheart? Because, you know, we still don't have a talk show. You said the talk show is coming, and Steve out here with his new version of his talk show. So he sold you a dream, just like Trump sold him one too. But that's not our business. So, you know, that's what happened. And then Tamar was on Wendy Williams last week when she lip synced her song Blind. And she said, it's a good song, though, a good audio recording. But she told Wendy that the reason why she blocked everybody at that time was she blocked everybody because anything that reminded her of the show. Because, you know, when you see this one on the timeline, they're promoting what they have coming up. I guess the real cut coming up. So she didn't want to keep seeing that. So she blocked everybody with the intention of following everybody back.
That sounded stupid as fuck. First of all, she said she blocked like 40 people. So you have the time. Don't you got a little boy to be raising? Don't you have soccer practice and making cookies and shit? And I mean, Boy Scouts, you don't have shit else to do besides that bullshit. How about you just not log on to social media that day? You know, again, like social media, you know, it would have eventually just gone away. But yeah, like you said, she stated that she didn't want to be reminded of anything about that show, is what she kept saying. So again, she blocked all these people. She said, and she admitted herself, it was about 40 people that she blocked, all with the intention of, or she unfollowed, all with the intention of following all 40 of them again after that show aired. It is stupid. It is immature. And again, you need to grow the fuck up. Don't you? Vince like to eat. I mean, you ain't had no crab cakes. You need to be making cheeseburgers, hash browns, sausage with gravy. I mean, you ain't have shit else to be doing. So again, how about you just not go on social media for that day or those 2 days or whatever have you? But again, now she's talking about, I guess we'll talk about this whole thing about her retiring to save her marriage.
Yeah. So
again, bitch, you ain't no real, because you ain't never heard about Riri. Oh, Riri just had an album drop, what, a month ago? You ain't never heard about Riri going in retirement, Gladys Knight going in retirement. None of them bitches. They just kept on remarrying. If they had to get divorced, they just remarry again. If they had to get divorced that time, they remarry again. And I guess the new album, that's why the Cage Bird sang, because somebody the Hummingbird of Happiness, now that shit is dropped. Girl, go somewhere and sit the fuck down. Girl,
yeah, so Tamar's album, Bluebird of Happiness, is out right now.
I guess we know why the Cage Bird sings.
Yeah. So, you know, again, she had the album out. She's been doing promotion around. She's been saying that this is going to be her last album that she'll ever make. She said, but she clarified that. She said she will still be performing and still going on tour, but she will not be pushing out another album.
Yeah, I just don't understand. I don't mean to cut you off. I just don't understand that. You know, we watched her on this show. We watched how hard she's worked to, you know, get to where she is as far as, singing, as she like to refer, she ain't nobody's do-wop-wop or do-wop-wop pop chick no more. You know, you have this opportunity or whatever. You have this God-given talent and ability to sing, you know what I mean? And now you let somebody dim your light because you are married to them. Why y'all, like I said again, you ain't never heard of Aretha Franklin doing this, Gladys Knight, old Dionne Warwick, you know, shit, they get married and hell, the shit just don't work out, they get divorced and then they remarry. Shit don't work out again, they get divorced and they remarry. And I'm not saying that's what you have to do for your life, but how you just, again, decide, okay, I can't do this just for the sake of my marriage. And I understand she says that she also, you know, wants to have 5 children. So there are some other things that she wants to focus on as well. But girl, I would be fine if if you set the hell down somewhere and we just didn't hear from you no more. I'll be all right with that too. I mean, she can sing, but this is, you know, I think all the stunts that she pulls are for attention. So
Yeah, and you know that's your DC girl. But you know, again, like you said, when she announced it, it was like, okay, now you've been again, we seen you on the very first season of Braxton Family Values, where you were saying you're not gonna do Wop Pop Pop chick, and that you didn't want to sing for Tony background no more. That you wanted your own album out because remember she had an album out that she paid dust to, but called it was her self-titled 2000 album called Tamar, and it had a couple good songs up there. Not gonna
yeah,
lie.
I mean, and like I said, on the first episode or the first season of Braxton's, every penny that you got, you was tucking away and putting under the mattress to try to save because you ain't have no money, you know, to get into the studio. So you was saving up your coins and your ducats, you know, so that you could pay producers and stuff like that. You did all this to for what some years later to say, well, my marriage is on the rocks, things, you know, ain't great, so I'm just gonna stop singing.
Yeah, because you're saying that you're trying to do it to save your marriage, but it's like Vince is supposed to be. Even though I did notice this too, you know, her new album just came out in this on her own label. It's called Logan Land Records. At first, it's called Tamar Land Records. Now she changed it to Logan Land Records. And this on her first independent album, her first album on her own label. It doesn't have anything with Vincent on it. Like Vincent is, I don't think is it Vincent that could produce the album. I'm not for certain if he did or not, but it's not on his label. So again, she's already asserting a type of independence, but I'm guessing whatever the fuck is going on in their marriage, because we heard stories, people remember that he bit her finger like a chicken tender. Then just a couple weeks ago, he crashed the car that she brought him into a tree out in L.A. and there was fools around that. Like, why the fuck you crashing the cars, crashing in the trees when there's nothing outside? You don't see no spirits like Left Eye, so I don't know what you crashing cars for. So,
And then, you know, we talked about her just a few weeks ago, how she got on, you know, Instagram Live and gave this whole song. I wouldn't say story, but she, you know, performed up there. So, girl, you need to cut it.
yeah, like, and again, you know, we talk how you always call them Ike Turner. Like, something about this marriage just doesn't seem quite right. It was funny and cute at first, like, oh, you know, she called him Ike and blah blah blah. But the stories they've been hearing now, and now you're not doing no music. I
Yeah,
mean,
you would think somebody has got as much mouth as she got.
yeah,
What is really going on here?
what's really going on? And are we saving this for the final season of Tamar Vs or something? Because I just know what's going on. And then two, you know, again, you know, Tony talked about retiring. Tony had a good reason too. I mean, because Tony's, you know, she has lupus, so you know she's taking care of herself. So that's why she was retired at that point. And also, she said that you know she felt like she didn't have a voice in today's you know climate. And then you know she was proven wrong because she got her Grammy. And then a number one album with Babyface. So you know, again, now Tony's back out here. Now she's confident enough to do more music again and have a new album coming out soon. Tamar, you know, you fought for your opportunity to try to get on now, and for you to just, I'm going to say, just throw it away. It's kind of like very selfish that Vince will allow you to even do this. Like, you know, your mate is supposed to be able to tell you, no, don't do that. You know, we'll work on this, you know, and we'll do this. Because Tamar, you don't have a talk show anymore. You know, you just got to rely on WeTV reality shows. You know, music was what you do. And, you know, and like you said, you don't hear other people talking about it. Hell, when Beyonce got cheated on, she turned the whole album to a lemonade. So, you know, you know, that's supposed to be your outlet. That's supposed to be where
And a whole HBO special and every fucking thing.
exactly a whole that stadium tour. So, I mean, hey, that's your business, Tamar. But, you know, if you want to download or listen to her album, it's called Bluebird of Happiness, aka Why the Bird, Cage Bird Sang, and it's out right now. And, yeah, so I mean, I guess support Tamar's last musical endeavors. So moving on to people, some Georgia Peach news, everybody. So Rashida is out here now. I forgot about Rashida because you know Love Hip Hop Atlanta is not on right now. Love Hip Hop New York does come back on the end of the month, people. So be on the lookout for that. And I'm pretty sure Remy got a nice storyline up there this season. But on this what's that now? Rick Smiley show.
Dish Nation. Dish Nation.
Yeah,
She
I
did an
see
interview.
now. So,
Yeah, she did
but
an interview. I believe it was last week on Dish Nation, and so they kind of asked her about where everything was with her and Kirk, and so she kind of went on to say that they were trying to co-parent together to do what is best for their family. She went on to say that they have great communication when it comes to communicating about their children. So finally, I guess Gary with the T asked her, well, what's going on? I mean, you kind of talking and giving out little Morse codes and things. So basically, she stated that she did confirm that they are separated, and again, they were working, excuse me, together for the sake of the children and to do what was best for the children. She did state, well, they did ask her, did he ever get a paternity test? You guys know there was an entire storyline on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta the last season where Kirk had this baby out of wedlock with a girl named Jasmine. I believe her last name was Washington. When again she was asked if he ever got a paternity test, she just kind of said, So I guess we're gonna take it as a no, he did not get the test. And so she's decided to move on with her life. I don't know, for some reason I see her going back to him. Now I will say this, the story that I read, I guess, kind of made me wonder if they got their facts mixed up, because first of all, they stated that Kirk was 38 years old. Ain't no way the fucking hell that Kirk is a year older than me, and that's just it.
then
and then they state that Rashida is only 33. Ain't no way, that I'm older than her. She looks very much older than me.
Hold on now, because when she was talking about bubblegum and shit, I was in 17. No, actually, before then, because she was in Sierra's Goodies video. So I was 14 when the Goodies video came out. But she had been about 20 years or some years old when that video came out. So, and that was 13 years ago now. So
I would say they got their fucking facts wrong, because they know where Kirk Frost is just a year older than me, and he looks every bit about 43, 44, and she looks like she's in her very, very late 30s, pushing 40. But at any given rate, I guess, girl, we gonna say a word of prayer for the both of you. And some tells me that they are not done with each other, besides the children. Some tells me that, they're going to be back together. And especially by the time that Love and Hip Hop Atlanta comes back on, they asked her if she would be returning, and she stated that, it pretty much hadn't been worked out just yet.
Now, I know this is October, so they start shooting it now because the new season, of course, they always come back in April. So they're starting to shoot it now, and Rashida, I mean, I guess you're playing it smart if this is part of the storyline, so you can get the information start drumming up. But we're kind of over the storyline now. I mean, it's been like 4 years now. You're kind of like a Stevie and Jocelyn storyline now. We're just tired of it. Like, come up with something new. Like, let's see Rashida.
And that was the other thing I was going to say. And the story stated that they have been married for 9 years. Now, on the first season of Love and Hip Hop, remember they did a vow renewal. And I remember her, and they were outside, and I remember her saying, it was supposed to have been their 12th year anniversary, because I remember her saying, and she had this glass of champagne in her hand, and they were all outside, and she was like, I'm so glad to spend these 12 years with you, and we're gonna do this for 12 more and 12 more and 12 more and 12 more after that, is what she said. And I was like, oh, okay. That was before we knew they was crazy as a bitch. So I was like, this is nice, and this, that, and the third. But I remember her specifically stating that they have been married for 12 years. And that story that I read today stated that they had only been married 9. So again, I don't believe that he is 38 and she is 33. And they definitely have been married longer than 9 years.
Yeah,
now unless her ass was the one putting on for the camera.
Exactly. Rashida now is not, I mean, We'll see. I'm on the Scott. What you doing with this next season? You know, try to keep her on the show. But hey, these numbers just ain't adding up. I mean, you know, 1 + 1 not equaling 5 for y'all. So I don't know what's going on. But anyway. So speaking of Atlanta, so Real Housewives of Atlanta is coming back, people, and we got some little details courtesy of Love B. Scott, where they got some little tidbits on what's going to be coming up on the season 10, which premieres in November. On November 5th to be exact, people. So that November 5th at 8 p.m. you have Real Housewives of Atlanta season 10. At 9 p.m. that same night you have the Escape show still kicking, and then Married to Medicine is back at 10 p.m. And like Mariah is back in the midst too, so I thought y'all kept kicking her out the group, but like y'all still keeping her around. But anyway,
it looks like Sunday night is gonna be lit, honey.
Exactly, whole drinks for that night on deck. So, I think we told y'all about this a while ago that Eva Marcel, or Eva, as I still call it, Eva Pickford, was supposed to be joining the cast, and then so she's not a part of the cast and holding the peach. I don't think she's even a friend of a friend, but I think she's just on the show just to be on the show. So she's going to be on their trip right now. They're on currently right now. She's on the trip, and right now they also said that Portia and Eva got into it to where Portia had to be escorted off the trip. So we'll see what happens with that trip when it comes. But cause no, Portia did not play. She got to be someone that's on her meds too. Now she needs a good cocktail as well to control her anger. But they're saying that Kenny's Essence magazine cover Celebration. Essence, I know y'all a little broke, so I don't know how y'all still got money for Celebration if y'all didn't pay people for their services. But that's what those people were talking about when they was telling y'all about why they didn't get paid. But that's not here nor there, because I know somebody's going to try to have a conversation about this situation right now. So let's further part of the story. So Eva approached Cynthia about her new man having
touch and agree with your ass.
So Cynthia had a party and introduced everybody to her new man. And actually, Peter said that she hasn't met Cynthia's new man at all, contrary to what the streets are saying. Jack is the only one that wants to actively film with Portia Williams. Still holding on to the whole Portia versus Candy drama from last season. They say that Kenya and Portia buried the hatchet, and let's see here. And that's pretty much it. So they doing the big trip right now, and we'll just see what happens when the next season comes on again, November 5th. So they didn't really have too much details, like kind of stuff that we already kind of do. I mean, we shall see again when November 5th pops around on Sunday night when the new season of Real Housewives of Atlanta comes back on everybody. So there's that information there, and let me see what else we got up here now. So the next story, real quick, everybody, before we get to our highly anticipated part of the show. Let's see what we got going on right now, people.
We have not talked about Toya Wright and her pregnancy.
Yeah, Toya Wright is pregnant, people. Now, the father is.
Well, they're saying that he is I think an NBA agent. That he goes by the name of Red, and then he owns two, I want to say, clothing lines, or two clothing brands, and it's called Comma or Two Commas or something. But you know, again, he's kind of low key in this whole thing, not like what was his name, Myth Hits or whatever. So I guess we can say congratulations. Apparently, I guess Toya let the world know that she was pregnant by this little short video that her and Rajane did, where it looks like they had maybe like some, almost like an etiquette teacher, come to the house, and she kind of asked the both of them if there was anything that they wanted to discuss. So she's particularly asked Rajane if they want to talk about Reginald.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
I think. Okay. Yeah.
So can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So they particularly talk about, I guess, if Regina wants to discuss, you know, teenage pregnancy, or pregnancy in general. And so Reginae said, well, that's not me, that's her. And then Toya rubs her baby bump, and that's pretty much how that is delivered to the world, that she is pregnant. So I guess we can say clap clap bravo to you, girl. Congratulations. Now apparently she's 33 as well.
Lies. Wait, well.
Did you say lies?
I mean, I guess because Lil Wayne, he just turned. Lil Wayne just turned like 33, I think, too.
I don't know. I'm not a big Lil Wayne fan.
That's why you gotta start moisturizing people, because we can't tell our age nowadays. So
yeah, like I said, this guy, his name, he goes by the name of Red, and again, like I said, he's an NBA agent, and he's the owner of clothing brand called Two Commas, like I said before. So, I guess and I'm assuming, I think her and Reginae are supposed to have another reality show that's supposed to be coming soon. So I guess, again, this is a way to tune in, get more information about her and the pregnancy, and for them to probably get there, increase their numbers of views. So again, like I said, they were allegedly, Toya Wright is 33. She look about 35 to me.
yeah, I remember they did Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta, so I guess this is supposed to be part of that little mix too. I don't know, but hey, Toya, if you're pregnant, then congratulations. And so I think we have a little technical difficulty right now.
Because I can't see you.
Yeah, let's see what we got going on here real quick, everybody. Let's see what we have here. Shout out to live people. All right, let's see what we have going on. All right, I am back in the midst, everybody. All right, so.
Oh, there you are, you.
Yeah, so it has to pull on me again. Yeah, but so so Toya, again, if you are indeed pregnant, then well, you're not indeed, you are pregnant, but shout out to you and the baby father. Hopefully y'all get married. We'll see. Maybe this be not a BET special. So speaking of someone that's going to hasn't been out here in these streets for a while, people now. Going back to my Bad Boy days, so shout out to Bad Boy Records and everyone that was part of the whole promotional. I wasn't working at the label at this time when he was part of the whole situation, but Marion Winans now.
Yeah, you couldn't get this man alone. This is foolish.
So Marion Winans, you all know he had I Don't Want to Know, part of the Hitman crew. Produced a lot of Bad Boy Records, written a lot of hits and stuff like that. He's part of the Winans family. I think I told you this. I think he's Vicky's son.
Vicky Winans, yeah. And one of those, because Vicky Winans was married to one of those Winans brothers, I believe.
It wasn't Marvin. It was one of them other ones. There's a whole lot of them.
The girl from
Greenleaf.
The girl from Greenleaf. Apparently there's a set of twins, Marvin and I think it's Marvin and Carvin.
Yeah.
Winans. And she is Carvin Winans' daughter. I think he's the one that passed away.
I think so.
So she's Carvin Winans' daughter, Deborah Joy Winans. And so Mario Winans, I don't know, has Marvin Winans ever been married?
I don't think so. He's in all the Talisha Perry shows. I don't think he's been married. I can't be.
I can't remember, but yeah, Vicky Winans, she was married to one of the Winans brothers. But Mario Winans is obviously their child together. But apparently, like you said, he was arrested. He owed back child support in the tune of $178,000. Apparently, he was ordered to pay $3,500 a month, which I didn't get this nowhere because the story I read stated, I guess he told the judge that he only makes like $3,000 a month, I guess, in royalties and writing and things like that. But I didn't understand. So if he makes only $3,000 a month, how's he able to pay $3,500 a month? And then when you think of, you know, the groceries that you have to buy, you think about, you know, you need clothes, you know, you have to pay, you know, your rent if you need, you know, obviously because you need shelter, you have to buy groceries, all those things. You have utility bills, you know, other bills. And so I don't understand. So how was $3,500 a month something that you could afford? But then apparently, I guess to try to satisfy some of the debt that he had already accrued, he told the judge that he could secure a $10,000 loan and try to start paying this girl off, and that didn't happen either.
No, because I mean, credit gotta be fucked up. I mean, if you can't get a title loan from title match, then I mean, it gotta be something going on. I feel bad because he's a very talented person. Like, you listen to a lot of his productions, a lot of his writings. He went for everybody under the sun, produced for everybody, and he's very talented. And again, he's from the Winans family, so you would think. And we don't know the Winans money like that, you know. We don't know if they got long money and stuff like that. Because I'm not for certain if someone don't say their money up. I mean, because CC, she's on TBN right now. She just came out with a good album too last year. B.B, you know, remember he plays Truth or Truth, so we don't know what he's been doing with his money. Probably hushing up somewhere. And then, you know, Destiny Joy is right now on, you know, Greenleaf, so she's getting that nice own check, set scenes and all, which is a good show. And I got pissed off at the season finale of Greenleaf too. Now I'm mad that we got to wait a whole year for the next season.
Yes, that the finale of Greenleaf was everything, honey. I watched it season finale twice for that Leandra Johnson. She sung her motherfucking face down, honey, on that song. Now she looked like she was pregnant herself. Yeah, and you know, she's on that Preachers of Atlanta show. You know, she's always kind of cutting up and doing something a little strange for, well, I shouldn't say for Preachers Church. She's always doing some different type of things.
Off from tips, you know.
Yeah, but nonetheless, she stunk her fucking face off. And you know, again, that whole season finale was everything. So again, on Oprah, honey, you and your team, you and your folks, y'all got it all the way right. Y'all hit the nail on the head with this show here.
Yeah, so. And I think the creator was, I thought, for some reason I kept thinking the creator was probably black or something, but the creator was actually white, of Greenleaf.
So. Well, she must have been in a few southern churches and saw how niggas cut the hell up.
Yeah, but anyways, back to Mario. So again, you know, if you can't even get a loan, you know, I'm pretty sure the court might have a little mercy on you because they got to do their research now. I mean, Mario hasn't had a hit that he's written or produced since. The last known song I know that he written and produced was Trey Songz Can't Be Friends. And this was back in 2009 or 2010. So, you know, it's been 7 years now. So, you know, you got to let up off of him. I mean, he didn't produce on Puffy's last album, Money Making Mitch. So, I mean, you got to let up a little bit. I mean, he's not a big hit wonder. So, again, I guess we'll keep him in the prayers. He does have an ankle bracelet, so he's out. He has been released from jail, but he's just on the ankle bracelet now. So, you know, it's, I mean, Vicky, pray for your son, or, you know, get him in a Christian lane or something. But anyways, so moving on.
Get him in a Christian lane.
So moving on now, people. So Usher's legal drama, I guess you could say legal drama. Now, I don't think we talked about it. I think the last time we talked about, I forgot what we talked about. I know that Contagion was part of the mix. Now I was going in on her a little bit. But now, you know, we learned that Usher's male accuser says that they've been hooking up. Well, when they hooked up, when he got the herpes, allegedly, that they hooked up at a Korean spa where you get massages, and I guess he got a happy ending, but he didn't get the ending that he expected because now he got to have a little barrel tracks here and there. So there was that situation. And then also the other girl said that the one other accusers, who was the Jane Doe at first, that was initially sued for 20 million again. She said that she had no reason to think Usher didn't have an STD because I guess she said he didn't look like he had one. Now, little girl, you should know that in school they tell you
they teach you that in motherfucking 4th grade in the health class.
exactly that everybody not supposed to like to have an STD. You know, it's dormant in your system, hope. So, I mean, she fucked around, sucked Usher's dick, and now she got the vouchers that she gotta have on deck every time that she go out the house because not damn cold sore like that now. So, you know, again, you gotta use your common sense, people. Just because you see money, all money is good money. I mean, that's some dirty ass money. I mean, dirty ass money. So, you know, Usher.
Now dick ain't good. Now good dick ain't clean, goddamn.
Exactly. You know, you got to put some alcohol caps on that shit. So, Quintasia, the big girl in the situation from the Days Inn Hotel that said that she fucked Usher behind the scenes at his concert. Now she is mad at y'all for body shaming her. You know, I guess I'm not a body shamer because I used to be part of the team Chunk Knit, so I'm not going to body shame Quintasia. I just said that her big ass was lying, or that her big ass probably didn't fuck with Usher because, or maybe Usher had a big ass fetish, if you will. So now she is going to, a representative has told the Blast.com that Quintasia is currently 420 pounds, so she's a little hefty one, and she is hoping to get down to a size 160 after she gets a gastric sleeve surgery. So she's 21 years old, which is too damn young to be that fat in the first place. So I mean, you can't be in the world. I mean, you gotta take accountability somewhere. I mean, fuck.
Okay, must we do this?
Look at Delarese now. Delarese on to her mistakes at an older age at 89. You don't want to be 89, Quintasia, owing to your mistakes for being the fat hoe.
About you know that you don't have diabetes. Diabetes got you. You don't want to ever be on national TV, social media, any type of outlet talking about that and saying that, bitch. So
So she gonna
making power moves.
Yes. So she chose Dr. Michael Faiz to perform the procedure and hired manager Gina Rodriguez, best known for helping Honey Boo Boo star Mama June get her superstar makeover. So I mean, Mama June, y'all did see her. She got her shit together when she got the surgery, and from what we've been saying, she's been keeping it all too. When she did that from Not to Hot on WeTV. So I mean, Quintasia, if you get with Mama June's people, then you might look good to where Usher might want to fucking give you the herpes for real. So, you know, we shall see what happens. And she's also represented by Lisa Bloom as well. And here she go again. So, you know, we shall see what goes on with her in her lives. But I wonder how she's going to pay for this surgery now. Maybe, see, this is some shit that Oprah would have done a long time ago on her talk show.
Probably into a
Inside Edition. One
hamburger contest. Who can eat the most?
Eating contest. So, I mean, so you know, Quintasia, congratulations on you. Ushers, how you doing, victim? How you doing with the herpes? And baby girl, I hope you learn now that you can see herpes. Well, you can't see herpes. Herpes got you. So, so our last story of the night, people. So, I really. Speaking of WeTV, so Mary Mary's last season right now is on right now, people, for the Mary Mary show.
When did it come on?
It came on last Thursday.
Oh shoot, I missed it.
Yeah, I thought I'd text you, but my phone been acting up. You know, ever since the new iPhone came out, you know, shit been not on the right level. So
let me see if I can watch. Let me see if I can I thought it didn't come on in October. Did you already see it?
I watched it. Which prompted me to this next story now. So, Tina Campbell, you know, who was very problematic to begin with.
That's very problematic. That's why I was scared to yell out the mean one, y'all.
The orange head one, the one that has all the problems, the one that want to kill people, with a cheating ass husband who looks a little a little glossy, if you will. So she did this interview. Now, this is where she's canceled. So she did an interview. Now, remember, I think we told y'all earlier this year how she said that we need to pray for Trump. You know, she was on that whole bandwagon along with, you know, Queen Harvey and whatnot. And, you know, and basically just telling us to pray for Trump, which I wasn't going to do. Not wasting my prayers on him when I could use those blessings. So now Tina has done an interview. I guess she out here piping up for If y'all remember that one episode when Erica told Tina just stop talking, because remember she went on the radio interview in New York City talking about the beatdown with Teddy, and how he was cheating, how she wanted to key cars and kill people, and she wanted to be.
I remember that.
So here she go piping up now. So she did an interview with The Root, and she says that she voted for Donald because she felt his Christian values aligned with hers. She says, I had a perspective, I had a feeling, and I put it out there. I know there's some people who don't agree. I do not agree with a lot of decisions that this man makes, and I made that very clear in my statement. I was faced with two presidential candidates that I really did not approve of, and so I had to find something, a commonality with one of them that would make me feel like I have to vote. I should utilize my right to vote. Since I don't prefer either of them, what can I find that would make me vote? And some of Donald Trump's views on Christianity, honestly, is what caused me to vote for him. Many of the decisions that he has made afterwards, I have not been in agreement with at all, which I wasn't in agreement with my last president that I voted for. But however, as a Christian, my perspective is to pray for the president and to not use my social platforms or other platforms to try to destroy this man, because at the end of the day, he will represent this country that I live in. So I'm going to use my platform, my power, my voice, and I'll use it to pray for him, to pray that he would make wise decisions, that he would be true to the oath that he took, and to not incite fear by by talking about everything that's wrong, especially with people that's my color. Now, Tina.
Y'all know Tina don't have your fucking sense.
Tina, when you was out here crying in the outside by the damn stoop, and then crying, breaking dishes in the house and stuff, I knew there was something wrong with you a long time ago. Well, you kept getting pregnant for whatever reason, when they show the previews, which you might be pregnant again with your 13th child now.
What?
It's about time to write that shit up, Tina. And then you out here making Erica look a mess. You out here messing up her money. You got Warren out here doing shiesty moves out in these streets of LA and Compton at that, by Lamert Park, out here trying to get dirty money for Mary Mary's misfortunes. And I mean, it's just Tina. I mean, that goes back to where Vince Herbert owes Sony Music $3 million for breaching on the contract.
It's not my demand. Oh, wait a minute.
It should be up there probably.
It says something about Mary.
So yeah, Tina, you've been canceled for a good minute now. I don't blame Erica for not wanting to record you anymore. I mean, because you're just a liability. You're just a fucked up individual. You're out here telling us to pray for Trump, but Trump is out here killing your own people, low key. So I mean, but that's your girl though. Goodness. It's sad. She's the only one that could sing in Mary Mary too. It's sad. Because Erica got her voice problems sometimes. But what are you gonna do? So that's pretty much
they only, I hate this on demand on Dish. It's only, they only have up like 1-2 minute clips up.
That's weird.
I'm gonna have to on YouTube see if they have it. But yeah, Tina, I don't know what to say about her. She, like you said, that girl ain't right.
She's not at all quite, everything just quite wrong with her. She's just not all the way there. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see her on any type of meds or like I'm surprised not on Marriage Boot Camp. To be honest, she gotta be on something. So y'all pray for y'all girl. Apparently she's been missing too many church services. Y'all pray for her. Get her life back in order. Because Mary ain't doing quite right. So we have come to the part of the show, everybody, where Monique, are you ready for your? Because we're at the end of the show now, and you gotta take your bags in the house.
They gotta try to sneak these bags across my husband.
Yes, that's when you gotta do the tiptoe. Make sure the bags don't make a sound. You gotta hold on tight to it. People, the little sneak moves and whatnot. So let's get the music.
Oh Lord.
So there's been this big challenge, everybody, that's been going around right now. There's been for the
Okay, Reggie, now are you gonna ad lib behind me?
Uh-huh. So y'all know there's been the whole for the D challenge that's been out right now, and for the pussy challenge, if you will, or for the P challenge, or for the dick challenge, you know. So there's been a lot of that going on as of late. You have people like Issa Rae doing it, and Regina Hall, Gabrielle,
This was funny. This was cute.
Erykah Badu,
Michael Blackson.
yeah, Cardi B had a real good one. Illuminati killed which cousin for the dick. And the white police officer too had a good one with that mean ass Billy Rock at the end. So you know, it's been a lot of good ones that have been out, but now Monique is joining the challenge as well. So let's see here, people. Let me get the music started real quick, everybody. Let's see here. Where you? I think we're having technical difficulty. People, shout out to live, shout out to live radio or live TV, if you will. I think I lost Monique up here, everybody. Let's try to get her fixed up here. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Let's try to get Monique's life back in order, everybody. All right, let's see here. All right, so we're gonna try to get Monique back up here, everybody. And again, we do thank you all for watching tonight's show as always, everybody. So that's where we got Monique at, where she went off to here. Let's see. All right, people, let's see here. All right, so as y'all know, I keep telling y'all this is live, people. All right, people, let's see. All right, so usually we'll have our closing remarks too, so I'm getting this taken care of, people. So definitely anytime you want to listen to FNL Radio, everybody, you will watch us now. Make sure you like and subscribe our channel too, people. You know, to get our views. Comment, subscribe, because whenever we do a video, like I said, it's gonna be new content every weekend. Now I know it's supposed to be doing new content. I think it was supposed to be this weekend. I did end up having to, again, I was busy with work, so I will make sure that we have more content that we will do this coming week, because there's a lot of different things that's going to be coming up on the show, people. Like, I'm going to give my review of TRL. You know, TRL is back now. So I'm going to give my review of TRL, you know, because I was a huge TRL fanatic back in the day. Since the very beginning. At that, I had the whole TRL book to, you know, for proof and everything. So I'm going to be doing the TRL review of the first episode of the new season, and talk about, you know, the past, you know, TRL episodes as well, and the past seasons, and the past decade or past era of TRL, if you will. Also, we're doing music reaction to new albums that just dropped as well, like Demi Lovato's new album, Tell Me You Love Me, Tamar's new album, about to call it Cage Bird, saying like Bluebird of Happiness, and also reviewing some other stuff as well, people. So giving y'all new content here on the show, definitely keep y'all updated, entertained, and everything like that. But let's see what we got going on. What happened with Monique here? I hope I'm spelling her name right up here. So What happened? What had happened? What had happened? All right, let me try to get back up here, people, to try to get Monique up to date. But again, and this is live, live TV, everybody. So shit happens up here. But again, we lost Monique, so we'll definitely try to get her up on Friday night to do the show, people, because we definitely want to get her to do her for the D challenge, if you will. So we're going to get her up here on the show at that time next week, everybody. Actually, this week, Friday night, people want to do a Friday night show. All right, let's see. We got this on deck now. Let me try to get her back. Let's see here. It's bad when I got to go into the actual contact to try to find the right information. All right, let's see if this will work now. So again, people, shout out to everybody who's been listening to the show or watching the show here. Again, youtube.com/DOCENT10 whenever you want to watch and subscribe to the video. And then a lot of stuff that we want to do too. So we'll do interviews too, people. Like we can do interviews for this concept we have here. So you want to be a part of the show, you want to join FNL Radio, be interviewed with new artists, creative mind, whatever you want to do on the show. You want to have a voice heard, you want to be a part of the show. We're going to start opening up that floor to you all as well to be a part of the show and be a part of the conversation here at FNL Radio. So again, subscribe to the show, subscribe to the channel. Like I said, there's going to be new content up there. And a lot of music entertainment news as well, people. So whenever you want to follow me too, y'all, I'll be on social media. So make sure you follow me on Snapchat at the Doc Report, THEDOCREPORT, as well on Twitter at Mr. Doc, MRDOC, IG at MR_DOC, and the Facebook Live, people, the Facebook for FNL Live. I'll keep that link in the description as well, so you all can like us on Facebook as well. And that's pretty much about it, everybody. So we do thank you all so much for being a part of this show for tonight, everybody. We definitely thank you all for being for viewing in general and just for being a huge part of the show. And again, I do thank you all so much for that. And we'll check you all next time, everybody. So I know Wendy is not up here right now due to technical difficulties, but as you always say, people, don't bust people's heads for biology school. And as Monique would say, use your words, everybody. So we will check you all next time here on FNL Radio, everybody. And greatly appreciate it. Shout out to everybody. I'm supposed to give some shout outs to. Okay, I was supposed to give a shout out to. Shout out to all y'all out here acting the damn fool to making our jobs a lot easier to report on you all. So definitely thank you all for that. And so again, clap bravo to you all. Have a good night, everybody. Have a good rest of your week as well, everybody. Stay safe and peace, everybody. Good night.